Warrant Officer Rulofse, is it your evidence that we have identified Exhibit 1 by a handwritten mark on it?
Exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Yes.
The firearm.
Yeah.
Exhibit 2. Yes, thank you.
Ngiyavuma lokho ukuthi ngikwazile ukubona ukuthi isibhamu engangisebenza kuso okanye exhibit 2 ngenxa yokuthi ngangibhale ngesandla sami phezulu leso sibhamu exhibit 2 lesikhuluma ngayo.
I'm referring to the firearm.
Yeah, that's correct.
And am I correct to say there is no proof before this court, there is no evidence that those marks were made by yourself? The marks that we have identified this firearm with, we have no evidence, we have no proof before this court that they were made by yourselves.
That is why I'm testifying today. I received this firearm without a serial number, and the SAP says if there's no firearm, you engraved it underneath this trigger guard with the lab number.
Isona lesizathu esengenza ukuthi ngize la enkantolo namhlanje uma umbuzo uthi abukho ubufakazi obuthi lokho kubhaliwe okanye kwa engrave laphana phezulu lesi sibhamu kwenziwa yimina. Ingalokho ke ngize la enkantolo ukuzotshela inkantolo ukuthi lesi sibhamu uma i-serial number ingekho ngivele ngi-engrave kwi-trigger guard inombolo khona lapho.
We have no proof besides your word. Do we have proof of the condition of this firearm before you receive it?
No, the proof is only that I examined it and put a finding in my 2-on-2 statement.
Abukho bunobufakazi. Ubufakazi ukuthi yimina ke engasihlolisisa lesi sibhamu okanye ngenza ivivinyo kuso kanti ke ngase ngifaka ku statement sami se 212.
I agree. I don't have a problem with what you are saying, but my question is, do we have proof of the condition of that firearm at the time when you received it, whether it had those marks that you have referred to as the marks that were written by yourselves?
No, it can't be any proof of that because I did it on the firearm.
Bengeke kube nobufakazi obunjalo bokuthi bese sengibhalile ke phezulu leso sibhamu ngoba yimini umuntu owabhala phezulu leso sibhamu.
Yeah, we don't have that proof. Okay. After you have written it, this firearm was handled by more than one police officer. Do you understand that?
During my examination, I handled the firearm, fired the test and etched the firearm. Then it was sealed in a bag and it was sent back to the admin section from where it was collected and back to the station.
Manje ke ngenkathi kuyimina ohlolisisa lesi sibhamu okanye uwenza uphenyo phezulu lesi sibhamu ngenzileke lawo ma examination phezulu lesi sibhamu emva kwalokho ke ngase ngithatha lesi sibhamu ngisifaka kwi evidence bag ngasivalela ke okanye ngasila saya ke kwi admin section emva kwalokho ke sasuka kwi admin section sasuka police station.
I don't have that problem. That's your evidence before this court, and I don't intend you to repeat it. My question is, this firearm was handled by more than one police officer. I'm telling you, was handled by more than one police officer after you have dealt with that firearm.
Before I received it or after I received it?
Both before and after.
My dear.
Yes.
Yebo kuyakhonakala ke ukuthi angokuba ngisithole lesi sibhamu ngizokwenza ivivinyo phezulu kwaso nasemva kokuthi mhlambe sisuke kimi nezandleni zami emva kokuthi ngenze ivivinyo lesi sibhamu ke sandlule ezandleni zamaphoyisa ahlukile.
Yes, so that's the reason I'm asking, where is the proof that it was done, that mark, because it's a handwritten mark. That's where my problem is. And anyone could have written that. I don't know what kind of the pen or what equipment
that we used to engrave the lab number, my lord.
Shothi thina ke sisebenzisa i-engraver leso setshenziswa ibizwa i-engraver ukuthi sikwazi ukufaka inombolo yasele phezulu lesi sibhamu.
Okay. But we do not have proof that from you up to Colonel Mjali, who received the firearm back from the ballistic, Colonel Mangena, Colonel Gininda. We do not have proof, evidence that this is the person who wrote that number. Because all of you handled this firearm.
No.
No, not with during the examination. Sorry, madam.
He says he wrote that number after doing the etching process. Am I?
Before.
Yeah.
When I took it out of the bag,
Yeah,
there was
before
no
doing the-
serial number.
Yeah.
So, irrespective of how many people handled it before it didn't go to me, I found it in a sealed evidence bag. There can be 100 people that handled that firearm, there's no problem. But when I received it out of that seal bag, it was a sealed bag. I opened the bag and I see there's no serial number. I wrote the serial number with the engraver on the trigger guard, underneath the trigger guard, and that's how that number became on that firearm.
Okay.
It was written by me. And during my investigation, I only handled the firearm, fired a test, and I sent it back in a sealed bag to the admin people.
Inkinga ayikho ukuthi bangaka abantu ababamba lesi spam angokuba sifike kimi. Sifikile kimi ke ispam ngavula isilbag ngathatha ispam ngase ke ngenza lezo ivivinyo emva ukuthi ngenza lezo ivivinyo ngase ke ngisifaka kwisilbag futhi ke ngiyasiphindisela ke siya khona la kufanele ukuthi siye khona police station.
Okay. The number that is written there is a lab number, am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yebo leyo number lo ebhalwe ke phambilini ushilo ukuthi leyo number le yabhalwa kuye nguye nge-engraver i lab number leyo number eyabhalwa phezu kwe-trigger guard yaleso spam.
Who allocates the lab number from the exhibit?
That's when the exhibit is registered by the admin people. Then a lab number is connected with the station name and the cash number. Then the system originates a lab number, and that lab number go under the docket, and then I will mark my exhibits according to that lab number. But correlate with the station and the cash number.
I-lab number ke ihambelana ke nenombolo yase station kanti ke yenzwa abantu abasebenzisana abangena kuyo leyo system emayelana ke nokuregister kama exhibits. Emva kwalokho ke le system iyakwazi ke ukuthi iphane ngenumber i-lab number okuyiyona ke ezo xhunyaniswa ke ne case number.
Okay. So if I understand you correct, that lab number is allocated by someone else who is not yourself.
No.
Am I correct?
No, it's done by admin, not by me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Okay.
And give a lab number out of his head.
No, the system allocates a lab number. You put in a station and the cash number, and then it gives you a lab number, and that sticker was put on the docket outside.
Kanti ke kukhona isticker esiphumayo uma ke ufaka i-case number ne-station saleyo case. I-lab number ke uma iphuma izophuma ke nge-sticker. Leso sticker ke se-lab number sibese sibekwa phezu kwedocket. Akusiyena umuntu ozofika nje mhlambe singathi iphoyisa athi asinikeze i-lab number enjeni. Yi-system.
Oh, okay.
Uma ufaka imininingwane ethize.
Well, I don't have anything to do with the lab number allocation.
Mina ke anginakwenza ke mayelana ke ne-lab number okanye ukukhishwa kwe-lab number.
No, I'm just asking clarity.
Yeah.
Just asking clarity from you.
It's fine.
Okay. Just to cut the matters short, there is no evidence other than your word before this court that you are the one who allocated this serial number. That is written
lab
here.
number.
Yes, that's your word only. That is before this court.
That's correct, Madam.
Okay.
Mina nje okushoyo lokho abukho ubufakazi obuseka ukuthi imini wafaka le lab number phezulu lesa spam.
Okay. And after doing the comparison, it is your evidence that you sealed that exhibit. Am I correct?
Excuse me?
After the comparison.
I didn't do a comparison. I didn't do a comparison with the Alexandra. You mean the Alexandra case?
No, I mean in that firearm.
I only investigated the firearm and fired test cartridges in this firearm test bullets.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying after doing all that comparison, you sealed, it's your evidence that you sealed that firearm.
Yeah, it's not a comparison, just investigation. And after I fired my test, I sealed it in that seal bag that I already gave to the court.
Yebo, akusikhona ke ukuthathanisa kangako ngalomzuzu. Kahle kahle ke ukwenza ivivinyo zokuthi kudutshulwe. Emva kwalokho ke emva kokuthi kudutshulwe ngaleso sibhamu ingcenye ke zalezo ivivinyo zifakwa kwi evidence bag okungukuthi iyasilwa emva kwalokho.
Okay. And after Mangena had also done the investigation in that firearm, he also sealed the exhibit.
I don't know. I suppose so, yeah.
Angazi ke ukuthi emva kokuthi Mangena yena enze uphenyo lwakhe phezulu leso sibhamu ukuthi uye wathatha leso sibhamu wasifaka kwi evidence bag okanye kwi seal bag wasuyasila cha angazi ke obakhe ubufakazi ke lo.
I can't speak on his behalf.
Fanele ukuthi enze kanjalo kodwa ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngimkhulumele.
Okay. The exhibit bag that is in front of you is the one that was sealed by you or is the one that was sealed by Mangena?
This is the one that was sealed by me.
Le evidence bag ephambi kwami yasilwa yimi.
Okay.
Yasilwa yimi.
So it means
That one was sealed by me, and I gave this evidence back with the firearm and the ammunition back to ballistics admin people.
Emva kwalokho ke ngase ngithatha yona le bag inesibhamu inenhlamvu ivaliwe okanye isiliwe kwi ballistic section ngasiphindisela kwi ballistic section.
okay. So we don't have the seal bag for Mangena.
I don't know, there's other seal bags here, but I don't know where they fit
Oh,
in.
okay.
Because it wasn't me that sealed something in them.
Manje ama seal bag akhona khona la kodwa ke angazi ukuthi ubani osilile futhi ngeke ngikwazi ukukhuluma lapho ukuthi ngoba akusiyimina owasila lapho kulawa amanye ama bag.
The firearm, the exhibit 2 that is in front of you, you said it's a, I'm sorry my lord, it says ZC model.
CZ 75.
CZ model, CZ, yes, thank you.
Yebo leso sibhamu ke i CZ 75 esikhuluma ngaso esikhona la kwingxenye ubufakazi.
And there are many CZs model 5.
Say again.
There are many CZs model 5 firearm.
Model 75.
Other than that one.
Yeah.
Yebo ama CZ 75 maningi
And
ngaphandle kwalesi sibhamu kuphela.
And the barrels of the same firearm that is in front of you are interchangeable barrels.
Yeah, I believe it can be interchanged.
Ngiyakholwa ukuthi kungaba ke ama barrel akwazi ukushintsheka.
Okay. And we are not sure whether the barrel that is still in that firearm is the same barrel that was in the firearm that you tested in 2015.
Well, I showed the test in this firearm. That will, Colonel Magena must testify to that. I only fired two test bullets, and that he must tell you, not me.
Colonel Magena ongakwazi ke uqinisekisa lokho ukuthi ibarrel esetshenzisiwe ngekathi mina ngivivinya lesi sibhamu kusase yiyona ke leya barrel eyasetshenziswa.
And the structure that we have just confirmed, the structure of the firearm, can be the same, but only to find that the barrel inside, it's another barrel. The structure of the firearm, it can still be the same as we have looked at that firearm.
Yeah, you can just replace the barrel if you want to.
Yes, and only to find that the barrel inside, it's another barrel.
Yeah, that I won't know.
Lokho ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi isibhamu ngoba sisibona nje i-structure sakhona ukuthi yebo leso sibhamu ile sibhamu ke engenza ivivinyo kuso kodwa ke ukuthi ibarrel yashintshwa lokho angikwazi angeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngiqinisekise ukuthi iyashintshwa leya barrel yaleso sibhamu.
But it's possible to change the barrels.
Yeah, it's possible to change the barrels. I can show the court is quick to change the barrel if it's must, but
yebo kuyakhonakala ukuthi ibarrel yesibhamu ishintshwe. Ngaze ngibonisa inkantolo khona manje ukuthi ngempela ibarrel yesibhamu yakwazi ukushintsheka.
Let's go to
my lord, if I can add, if Colonel Mangena made it positive for this barrel, the crime scene bullets, then it tells to me it's the same barrel.
Kodwa ke uma uKolonel Mangena ekwazile ke ukuthi ma enze ivivinyo zakhe wabona ukuthi ke ku positive okanye kuyamesha kusho izinto zona lesi sibhamu kusho ukuthi ke ibarrel kusase yona le yana.
Okay. And then in your report, paragraph 3, exhibit 13D, my lord. Paragraph 3.2, you said you received 18
9mm parabellum caliber cartridges, which I did not mark. Yeah.
Yes.
Uthi yebo ngiyavuma lokho ke ku paragraph 3.2 Ngiye ngathola ke inhlamvu ezu 18 ze 9mm parabellum kanti ke azange ngiyimakhe.
And then in paragraph 10, when you sealed, how many did you seal?
Say again?
In paragraph 10, when you sealed the exhibits referred to in paragraph 3.
The 10.1, I sealed all that exhibits again in that seal back, and
Which is how many?
The same amount that I've received in 3.2 and 3.3.
18.
18 and 10.
Okay.
Ngamanye amazwi ke lana ku paragraph 10.1 ngiye ngasila zonke ingxenye zobufakazi. Futhi uma sikhuluma ke ngeinhlamvu sikhuluma nge18 nezinhlamvu ezu10 futhi ezasilwa zafakwa kwi evidence bag ngamanye amazwi zasilwa.
Okay. And then in exhibit 13C, that is Mangena's report, paragraph 7. You see that one? Paragraph 7.
Yeah, you want move here?
Yeah, you see paragraph 7.2.1. These are the exhibits that you received from the bag that you sealed. Do you agree with me?
That's correct, yeah?
PA for 00006108885.
That's correct.
Yes. Paragraph 7.2.1, you received 16.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes, then what happened to the 2?
Maybe he used it for test fires for the CMJ. Because the FNJ is...
But he's receiving here. He has not yet done any examination.
No, that you must ask him.
Thank you.
That's the only thing that I can think that he used it for test purpose.
Okay, but you see that you sealed 18 and he received 16.
That's correct.
Okay.
Lokho ungakubuza yena ke uma ngena ngoba ngibona la ku paragraph 7.2.1 ukuthi yena wathola ke inhlamvu ezu16 kanti ke mhlambe lezi ezinye ezu2 wayisebenzisa ke ukwenza ivivinyo zokudubula isibhamu kodwa ke ngiyabona umehluko ukhona mina ngikhuluma nge18 yeinhlamvu kanti uma ngena yena ukhuluma ngeinhlamvu ezu16 lo mbuzo ufanele ukuthi uye kuye uma ngena.
Okay, correct. Just educate me here. You said you were able to recover the serial number from this firearm.
Yeah, I said possibly.
When you say possibly, what do you mean?
I've made a note on my paper here. Sometimes when you do the etching, like the number that I said is possibly, it's 8587B.
Okay, so you're not sure?
Yeah, because sometimes like the 8, I made a red mark underneath it and a question mark. Same with the B. It might look like a naught sometimes, might look like a 6 sometimes. Same with the B. So that's why I said possibly. That's the number. But it looked to me like a 8 and it looked to me like a B.
Manje ke ingalokho ngishilo ke ukuthi I serial number yalesi sibhamu kuyakhonakala ukuthi kwaba yiyona lengayithola lapha yana.
Okay,
ngoba phela ke inombolo engayibona khona lapha niyatholakala kwaba i8587B ngaphansi kuka 8 wesibini ngathi ke ukubeka umugcanyana omncane lapho kanti ne question mark ukubonisa ukuthi anginaso isiqiniseko lapho ukuthi ngaba u8 noma uB okanye ngaphansi kweB kunokwenza ukuthi u6 kunokuthi kube uB ngoba bengenaso isiqiniseko sakho.
When you are still doing that process and we have revealed those numbers which you are saying possible, is there someone else who is working with you or who will confirm the numbers that you see that they are correct?
No.
Or you will be alone?
Yeah, I will be alone. I will be alone when I've done this firearm etching. I was alone.
Ngimunye ngaleso sikhathi akekho omunye umuntu mhlawumbe ungaqinisekisa ukuthi lokho engikubonayo ngempela yikho lokho engikubhala phansi.
And there is no one who certifies this process as the correct?
No. Lately they make a paper on the pro forma for somebody to confirm for you.
Okay,
so you won't be doing it alone anymore. Somebody must confirm.
Okay, later it's confirmed like that, but at the time when you did it,
I was doing it alone.
There's no one who confirmed it.
No, I was doing it alone.
Phambilini ke bengenza ngedwa. Ubengekho umuntu oqinisekisayo ukuthi zonke le inyathelo engiyithathayo uma ngenza ke lezi ivivinyo ziqinisekisiwe. Kodwa ke esikhathini samanje sekukhona le proforma lapho kuzoba khona nomunye umuntu ke ozoqinisekisa ukuthi konke engikwenzile kuqondile.
And when did the ballistic realize that there has to be someone to confirm?
Yes, that I was a year or what ago that they start implementing that. I can't tell you exactly.
Anginaso
My
isiqiniseko
lord,
ke
I'm not sure exactly.
sesikhathi la kuye kaqaliswa khona ukuthi kusetshenziswe le proforma lapho ke kuzoba nomunye umuntu ozoqinisekisa ivivinyo ezenziwe ngimi mhlambe kungaba onyakeni ondlule kodwa ke isiqiniseko anginaso se date kahle.
Okay. From your examination after revealing this possible seal number, could it tell you who the owner was from the system?
I don't look on the
You can't.
system for the owner. Just put it in affidavit. That's the IO's job to see if you can find the owner on that.
Manje ke mina emva ukuthi ngiyithole leyo number okukhonakala ukuthi ngempela yona i-serial number leyo angenzi ke uphenyo lokuthi lesi sibhamu esikabani u-IO okanye lo phenyo icala uyena umuntu ofanele ukuthi aqinisekise ukuthi leyo serial number isho ukuthi isibhamu esikabani umnini wesibhamu bani.
Okay. And then this one again, I just need your clarity, because you are experienced on this one. We have 21 years of service. Ne?
22.
22, thank you, my lord. You are experienced more than myself. That's why I'm asking this question. We have exhibits referred to in X5. I can maybe summarize them a lot to say we've got exhibits that were submitted by Constable Musia at the ballistic. Those are the ones that are referred to in Exhibit X5, okay? And they were entered into the IBIS.
He asked for him to be entered. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yes, yes, but
it was not my case. That
okay.
one.
Ngaleso sikhathi ke mhlawumbe wacela ukuthi mazifakwe kwe-IBs bengeyona icase yami leyo ngaleso sikhathi.
I'm not even saying that it was your case, but they were submitted to the ballistic. They are in the system because they were submitted.
I still can't tell you because I have nothing to do with that bullets, my lord.
Angeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngikutshele lapho ukuthi zafakwa kwi-system ngoba phela mina ke bengeyena ke umuntu obephethelele icala kahle kahle.
Okay. And you further, you mentioned the other 5 cases, if I'm not mistaken, that you compared them with the same Exhibit 2. Am I correct?
With the test that I fired from this firearm, yeah.
Yes.
Yebo kukhona ke amanye ama-case awu-5 lapho ke lengcenzo zobufakazi zaqhathaniswa nawo ke lenkathi kudutshulwa ukwenza lezo ivivinyo zokudubula.
Okay. I want to understand this. Were these cases allocated to you, or you just picked them from the system?
No, they sent the request to the admin people, and then they gave me that different cases to compare it with.
What request did you send?
No, the IOs. They must send the request.
Shuthi ke abaphenye icala benza isicelo kulabantu be-admin kanti ke mina ngase ngithola ke amanye ama-case ekumele ngisebenze kuwo afakela ngaphakathi nale ukuthi mangiqhathaniseke ingxenye zobufakazi kuleyo case.
So it means the respective investigating officers had sent them to the ballistic.
Yeah,
requesting for further investigations to be done.
Compare this case with that.
Okay.
The different cases.
Same like this one in Exhibit 5.
No, that one was asked for IBIS to be put on IBIS.
On IBIS, oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's a different system than me.
So in this one, there was
lena iye yathathwa yafakwa kwi-IBIS kanjalo ihlukile nale engithi kwayenzwa isicelo i-IO ukuthi makube nezingxenye zobufakazi ezithunyelwe khona laphana kwi-admin section ukuthi kube nokuqhathaniswa kwalezo ingxenye zobufakazi. Lena ke esikhuluma ngayo eyathunyelwa kwi-IBIS sesikhuluma ngokunye ke asikhulumi ngale yanqungu.
Okay, in these 5 ke just assist me in these 5. What was the request, specific request?
Just to compare my my docket, my CAS number, Cleveland CAS 96 of 02-15 with lab number 343-692-2015, to compare that exhibits, which is the test fired bullets and cartridge cases, to compare it with exhibits from that 5 cases.
mina ngacelwa ke ukuthi le lab 34369 year 2015 ye Cleveland Cars 9602 2015 ukuthi mangiqhathanise ke ingxenye zobufakazi ezivela kule case nala amanye ama case of 5.
So I physically had to draw that cases, open it and compare it with this, but nothing was positive with that 5 cases with my test file bullets or cartridge cases.
Kulawa ma case of 5 azange ke kube nokumesha uma ngiqhathanisa, kodwa ke kushuthi ama file avela avulwa athathwa ama file avulwa kwenzwa ke lezo ivivinyo akukho kwamesha uma kucheckwa lapho.
And also when you are working with those five cases, it couldn't pick up the exhibits that were submitted as per exhibit X5.
It won't, because that's different cases, and I have to draw the case files with the exhibits inside, take it out and compare it with my tests in this case.
Physically.
So I won't know anything about that. At least they made a docket for that bullets, and they asked me to compare that with that as well, but I won't know about that. I only took that 5 cases physically, opened the bags, take the exhibits and compare it with my tests, and nothing was found positive with my tests.
Mayelana ke namadokhethi ukuqhathaniswa ngamadokhethi angengikwazi ukusho ukuthi ngempela aye kukhona ukufanana okuthize okube khona ngaphandle kokuthi amadokhethi alethwa okanye ngahamba ngayodonsa amadokhethi ingxenye zobufakazi ezazikhona kulawo madokhethi ngase ke ngiyaqhathanisa ke ngokubheka physically ngamanye amazwi ngisebenzisa amehlo wami okanye nezinye ivivinyo eziphysical ngaphandle kokwazi ukuthi amacala lawa axhumene kanjani.
Okay. Besides the Marikana case that you referred to this court to, is it normal for the ballistic officer to go and book out the exhibit from the SAP 13, come back and examine the same exhibit?
Well, I haven't done it, but in my years there, but it might be done. I can't comment on that.
Lokho ke kuyakhonakala ukuthi ngenziwa. Mina bengakaze ngiyenze phambilini kodwa ke kuyakhonakala ke ukuthi umuntu asebenze ngaleyo ndlela.
But it's not an exceptional case like the Marikana.
Yeah, but if there's a paper trail for the ballistic expert to go fetch it, there's a paper trail. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but
konke kubhalwe phansi nanoma ke inqubo ingazange ilandelelena ke okanye imigomo ebekiwe ukuthi ingxenye zobufakazi zihambe zifike kuphi. Kodwa ke ngithi mina ke uma ngabe kubhalwe phansi angiboni kunenkinga kangako kakhulukazi sibheke le case yaseMarikana.
But do you know the importance of safeguarding the exhibits from being tampered with by other police officers when the firearm is being handled?
Yeah, I know. But I suppose if Colonel Magena did it, he must have signed out that firearm at the SAP 13 and keep it in his custody.
Ngiyaqaphela lokho ukubaleka kwakhona ukuthi kwafanele ukuthi kube nendlela okanye imigomo ethize okusetshenzwa ngayo uma sibhekene nokuthi manje sesisebenzana nezibhamu okanye sibhekene nesibhamu njengengxenye yobufakazi. Kodwa ngiyakholwa ke ukuthi uCaptain Mangena uye wakwazi ukuthi maka booke out assign khona lapho kwezinye ke zeincwadi ezikhona lapha na ku SAPS uma ethatha leyo ngxenye yobufakazi.
If I had to hand that firearm to somebody else, I will let him either sign it out and sign for it in my docket, or maybe in my diary, say it was sealed in that seal bag, that was inside the seal bag, it was sealed, not tampered with, and he must sign for it. That's where I will do it if it must be done that way.
Mina bengayenza ngaleyo ndlela uma kungukuthi ngxenye yobufakazi kumele ngiyinikeze umuntu othize bengenza isiqiniseko sokuthi mhlambe kuyijournal yami kanye encwadini yami ngibhale phansi ke ne-seal number yalokho mhlambe ngikubhale kwidocket ukuthi i-seal number ethize umuntu wanikezwa yona ke kungukuthi azange leyo evidence bag ibanjwe okanye umuntu azama ukuyivula lokho ngingakubhala phansi mina.
Thank you, Colonel. I have no further questions, my lord.